Hey student, today I am going to discuss a poem Because I Could Not Stop Her Death, written by Emily Dickinson. The full name of Emily Dickinson is Emily Elizabeth Dickinson, born in 1830 and died in 1886, was an American poet. Dickinson was a 19th century poet from the American Romantic era. Emily's poetic style is one of the most unique and innovative in English literature. She used dashes instead of comma. Verse often employs short lines and irregular meter. So every line that is end with a dash, and the lines are so short and there is no regular meter. So this gives her poem a pause, rhythm and emotional tone. Her words are plain and simple, but meanings are so deep, philosophical and emotional. She used common objects like birds, bees, death, flowers, sky to express complex ideas about life and the soul. Dickinson spent most of her life in isolation or alone. This loneliness reflects in her poem, silence, distance, and self reflection. The poem, Because I Could Not Stop Her Death, was not published during Dickinson's lifetime. It was discovered after her death and published in 1890 in the poetry collection The Complete Poem of Emily Dickinson. And the theme that is used in this poem, death, immortality, and the journey beyond life. The poem is written in the first person narrative, and the narrator, like a female, she has died and comes face to face with death, whom she compared to a driver who came to pick her up. So the narrator here describes her own death. Most of the Dickinson poem, you can see that the first line of the poem, that is the title of that poem. So let's come to the text. Because I could not stop for death, he kindly stopped for me. The carriage held but just ourselves and immortality. So, in the very first line, the speaker says that I could not stop for death. So, here the speaker personified death as a human being, and death is so polite and a gentle person. So, I am not wait for death, or I could not wait for death. He stopped for me. The carriage held but just ourselves and immortality. And we are going in that carriage, or we are riding in that carriage. And here the three companion, you can see the speaker, death and the immortality. Immortality means that is never dying. So the soul that is never dying. So here the speaker and the death, and death is so polite person, and also the soul, three companions are riding in that carriage. Come to the next stanza. We slowly drove, he knew no haste, and I had put away my labor and my leisure too for his civility. So drove means move, and haste means hurry. So we slowly move, and he knew no haste. He means who was riding the carriage, and the death was riding the carriage. So death was calm, patience, and not to hurry. So we slowly moving in the carriage. And I had put away. I forgot everything and came here from so far. My labor and my leisure too for his civility. So here the speaker says she stopped doing everything, her work and rest, because death came politely to take her. So she can't deny the death and came with him. Come to another stanza. Here the speaker telling about her afterlife journey. We passed the school where children stop at recess in the ring. We passed the field of gazing grain. We passed the setting sun. So stop. Stop means play. We passed the school. We crossed the school where children stop, where children were playing at recess in the ring, and that was the recess time or the lunch time in a schoolyard. So the children were playing in a ring circle. We passed the field of gazing grain. Then we crossed a crop field or paddy field, and the paddy that was looking golden yellow in color, and that looking us. We passed the sun setting. We crossed the sun or we nearer to the sun. So here the philosophical meaning that we can see through the line in the ring circle means here the life circle. Peoples are always being born and dying, and the school that shows the life, the living style of people, and the golden yellow crop may indicate the maturity of people. When the crop looking yellow, we know it is ready for cutting. So like that it shows the maturity, and in maturity people know what is actual life. And the sun that is shows the last stage of life. Sun crossed us means all the relation is ended because the time has been ended. Or rather he passed us, the dews drew quavering and chill, for only gossamer my gown, my tippet only tulle. So here gossamer means thin, gown means dress, tippet means scarf, and tulle means also thin. Dew means the water drops, and drew here drew means appeared. Or rather he passed us. So we crossed the sun or the sun passed us. The dews drew quavering and chill. So it might be evening time, and the dew appeared in the air and made my body shiver. Made my means here the speaker. The speaker said that the air was so moist and my body shiver. I wear only a thin gown or thin dress, and I have also a scarf, and that is thin. So it could not rescue me from the cold. Philosophically, speaker describing her spiritual or ghosti form after death, because she was dying and went along with death. We paused before a house that seemed a swelling of the ground. The roof was scarcely visible, the cornice in the ground. Cornice means the edges of roof, and swelling of the grounds means grave or tomb. So we paused before a house that seems, or we stopped before what appears a swelling ground, a tomb, and the roof of the tomb and the edges of the roof that is hardly visible means here the speaker stopped in front of a grave which looks like a small hill, means her final resting place, or maybe it her tomb or the grave. Since then it is centuries, and yet feels shorter than the day I first surmised the horses' heads were towards eternity. So centuries have passed since then, yet I have been buried here for so many years, and the speaker was saying how death came to her. I first surmised the horses' heads were towards eternity. I first guessed or imagined the horses' heads were towards eternity. Towards eternity means never end. So, the final journey towards eternity, towards life after death. So, in simple meaning, horses were taking me to the world that never ends, the life after death. So, this is the simple explanation of the poem because I could not stop for death. If you enjoy this explanation, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more literary videos.